A Punta Gorda police officer fired after a series of policy violations. As SNN local news reporter Tom Lloyd explains, this includes accusations he had sex in a police car.
Lena, more than 10 violations of policy have been brought against Corporal Harvey Ayers from the Punta Gorda Police Department. Punta Gorda police officer Corporal Harvey Ayers, a 10-year veteran with the department, was terminated Friday amidst 10 policy violations.
And it was kind of a domino process. Once you look into one thing, one component of it on a shift, it leads to another thing, and it led to a significant number of allegations.
The trouble started last May when the department claims Ayers' conduct violated policy when he let a Charlotte County Sheriff's Corrections officer carry a firearm during a ride-along. Only sworn officers of that agency can carry a weapon in a police car. Violating that policy was not necessarily the main issue. It was his denial that set it over the top.
He contested some of those findings. We heard it. And as a result of him contesting those findings, I did reduce down some of the when I say reduce down, I did overturn some of the ultimate findings and some of the charges based on his argument.
Since June, Ayers was on paid administrative leave until Friday's termination. Ayers has made over 1,400 arrests in his 10 years of service and was a basketball coach for the Punta Gorda Jammers Youth League. Chief Albert Arnell says when it came to work, Ayers was dedicated.
He was very active on specialty teams. He was a traffic homicide investigator. That was one of his specialties. He was a DUI instructor.
Chief Arnell says the entire agency is at a loss over the investigation as the department is a very close-knit organization.
We are a small to mid-sized department, very, very close-knit. We all know each other's families, children, everything else. So this is never a good thing, and this is rare for us.
And Lena, Chief Albert Arnell says that none of these violations of policy were criminal in nature. Reporting at the Punta Gorda Police Department, Tom Lloyd, SNN Local News.
Now, Punta Gorda's police chief says none of the violations in policy were criminal in nature. Also, the internal affairs investigation concludes allegations the officer had sex in a police car was unsubstantiated.